try it yourself. You don't have to listen to me. You can believe me, not believe it. Like, you're not going to believe anything until you do it yourself. So again, a week. If that's really all you think you can manage, just a week. Hello guys, how are we? For those of you new here, I'm a psychology student trained to be a therapist, so on this channel we talk about positivity, mindset, well-being, mental health and all things like that. So if that sounds of interest, stick around. Today I wanted to talk about the benefits of cold showers. I've been taking cold showers for about a month now, and I just want to sort of basically share what my experience has been so far. Slight side note that I'll come back to later, I take, like, at the moment I take cold showers, not like ice showers, so rather than sort of having it boiling hot or warm, so I flick it to like level 3, obviously it goes all the way down to 0, I flick it to like level 3 and have it on that. So it's cold, like kind of like you feel it, it's not comfortable, but it's not like ice, doesn't take your breath away. Just because I've only been doing it a month, so I just want to build it up and I didn't want to start something that I wasn't going to stick to. If you go through YouTube, there are loads of videos on the benefits of cold showers, there's loads of papers on it and stuff like that. It's been written by, I know Andrew Huberman talks a lot about cold water submersion and things like that. I just wanted to sort of document what I've got so far, because realistically the best it's going to be is anecdotal evidence. Like, you can read everything in the world, but until you do something yourself, it's very difficult to talk about, and that's important. That I wanted to say in this video, I'm not going to sort of throw loads of science or numbers at you and talk about sort of brown fat movement and everything like that and what it does to your body. Go listen to Andrew Huberman's lab, he'll do it a lot better than I do. I just wanted to literally document what I've found so far from doing it. So, quick backstory, I actually did get into cold showers about 3 years ago, I think in like the April of 2020 when we were all locked at home. England had a massive heat wave, so it was really easy, and I just gave it a go. And I basically just gave up because I was just being a bit of a pussy. Like, there was no reason for it, I just sort of did it for a little bit and got out of the habit and never went back. England's not the easiest place to do cold showers because our houses are pretty freezing at the best of times, but at the end of the day the whole point is it's meant to be uncomfortable. And when I was doing it back then, I was doing like ice, like flick all the way off, and like water in England is cold if you are just getting it straight out and there's no heating at all. And again, that was part of the reason I wanted to do cold showers rather than sort of ice showers, because last time I did it I just didn't stick with it, and I wanted to give it sort of a good few weeks of cold showers before I sort of obviously not gave up, but you know what I mean, like wanted to just basically do something that I knew I was going to stick to. So like I said, there's loads of videos, loads of papers on this and loads of benefits of cold showers. I wanted to just talk about what I'd learned and break it down into 3 specific sort of benefits that I've found. So the first one is the least important one, just wanted to get out of the way. My skin feels really, really good. It's done so much for my skin in terms of how it looks, like in terms of it's way less dry, way less oily, like it feels just much more like moisturized. Like, obviously I do like to do healthcare and skincare and everything like that, but like just coming out of the shower, like if you've had a hot shower, like you've just really dried your skin out, you've like pulled all the nutrients, all the oils out of it. That doesn't happen in a cold shower. Like, I actually feel, in a way it sounds weird, but actually even cleaner than just having a normal shower, because I haven't removed the natural oils. All you've taken away is sort of the crap that isn't meant to be there. That's not just the skin on my face, it's like everywhere basically. Like, I'm getting less like back spots and acne, which if you like run a lot or go to the gym or sweat a lot, like it's just going to happen. But this has really helped me not eradicate it, but really minimize it. And like I said, I've only been doing it a month, so maybe sort of going on from now that might get even better. And just because of sort of, like I said, what it's sort of doing to my skin, like I feel like I look a lot healthier, like I've got a much better colour and everything like that, because I'm guessing that because of the cold water, like there's better blood flow going to my skin and it's revitalising the cells and just sort of doing all round good. The second benefit that I've had from cold showers is my hunger levels and my energy levels have completely flipped in the morning. So I've been doing intermittent fasting for about 5 years, but over half a decade now, so I don't really get too hungry in the morning, but like that's because I normally like have a black coffee about an hour. Like, I'd always wait 90 minutes, again something Andrew Huberman says, but like as soon as I hit that 90-minute mark, I have a black coffee normally. Whereas now, I get up at 6, I'm not even in the office till 9, then you've got to sit down and have your meetings and then go and make a coffee. I'm not hungry at all, completely the opposite. My hunger levels and energy levels are completely flipped. I genuinely get out the shower, like completely woken up. Even if I get up, haven't had much sleep, from even had maybe a few beers the night before or something like that, cold shower, bang, I'm there. And again, I don't really understand the science of this. I don't want to talk about things I don't know, but Andrew Huberman did a whole episode on it. I definitely go and recommend watching it, about cold water submersion and just sort of getting everything moving. It really wakes you up and makes you alert and everything like that. There's loads of good inside the body. Like, you can do it either from a shower, or some people are sort of doing like ice baths and things like that. That's something that I want to maybe try in future, but I'll talk about that sort of on a separate video. But definitely, if you're someone who struggles, people say I'm not a morning person. Again, I don't really sort of believe in that, but again, that's another video. But if you're someone who does feel like that, get yourself up, get straight in a cold shower. I promise you're not going to be sleepy anymore after that. Third, finally, most importantly, it might sound a bit silly, but I feel a huge sense of achievement. Now again, it might sound ridiculous, achievement for having a shower, but the point is first thing in the morning, you've got up and you've done something difficult. How easy is it to just flick the shower onto warm and have a nice comfortable hot shower with all the steam like we're used to? Like, anyone can do that, it's not that difficult. But to put yourself through that difficult experience, and it is difficult, it's uncomfortable, it's not painful, it's just difficult and uncomfortable. To put yourself through that, despite knowing that it's going to be uncomfortable, because you know the benefits at the end, that delayed gratification, that will do so much for your sense of achievement. Like, I genuinely feel proud. Like, again, I know it might sound a little bit ridiculous, but when I get out, I genuinely feel proud, because I know how easy it would have been to go, oh, like, not today, just flick it back or whatever. And even like all my housemates and stuff like that, like, I often say to me, like, I know when you've been in the shower because it's on 3, and if I don't notice, oh, you're such a bastard, because I'll switch it on and then I'm standing under cold water and everything like that, and they're like, oh, just have normal showers, like normal. And it's like, yeah, I could do, but I feel good from it. Like, I genuinely get out, and I've really noticed the difference. Like, I get out of the shower at like what, just before 7:30 in the morning. I feel energy levels through the roof and in a really good mood because of everything I've just done there. So those two benefits combining, you've put your day off to such a good start, and that makes other things easier because you've done that sense of achievement early in the morning. It's actually linked to a couple of sort of stoic principles. The idea of putting yourself in uncomfortable situations when you don't have to, just to get that sense of achievement. That's something that's really big from Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism. And there's also the theory of, I can't actually remember who it was that said it, it's going to annoy me, but eat a frog every morning. And the idea is, not literally, the idea is if you do something really difficult first thing in the morning, your day can only get better, and you've already done the hardest part of your day within an hour or so of waking up. And if you get up and go to the gym and have a cold shower like I do, you have done more before 7 AM than most people would do with their whole week. One thing I remember from the Andrew Huberman podcast on this is cold water submersion is linked to dopamine levels, obviously sort of making you happy and everything like that, sending out those like positive signals. And it's actually, I think he named a couple, but it is one of, if not the most natural production of dopamine, and it's like a 400% more than you'll ever get. Like, you could scroll on TikTok for 12 hours getting artificial dopamine. You wouldn't get as much as you would if you just douse yourself in freezing or cold water for a little bit. So just think about that. Like, it's not just me saying it, there is actual science behind feeling that much better after you do a cold shower. Look, as I always say on this channel, try it yourself. You don't have to listen to me. You can believe me, not believe it. Like, you're not going to believe anything until you do it yourself. So again, a week. If that's really all you think you can manage, just a week. Don't have to flick it all the way to cold. Just do it colder than you normally have it, and then just maybe move it down every day. Because the beauty of them, in a way, is they never get any easier. So there's no point in trying to make it to a temperature where it's not, that defeats the entire point. A cold shower, whether there are guys who have been doing them for 20 years, it's still horrible, but only for the first 10 seconds. That is it. As you get further along, the time that it's horrible for lessens and lessens and lessens. When I was doing it back in a few years ago, like I said I was doing it, the first day I did it, I was genuinely like, that is one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. But after doing for like what, a few months, like I really got into them, it became to the point where it's literally like, bang, literally takes your breath away, as soon as you've taken that breath in, you're back to normal. It's fine. So give it a go, see how you feel, document how you feel, tell your friends about it, whatever you want to do. But yeah, give it a try, see how you get on. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I do appreciate you guys who stick around. If you did find any of it useful, please do consider liking, subscribing. As always, comment any other thoughts you have below. I drop 2 of these every week, so subscribe so you don't miss any of them. My socials are also in the description if you want to drop me a message or ask me a question, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, guys.